good time.
A damn good time. It's a damn good time, and it cannot be ignored. We need these lyrics to be changed up a little bit. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Steve Shaver.
I'm Cody Adams.
And this is a damn good time podcast.
Back at it.
Back at it.
1 week hiatus and
We
we
did
back.
take, yeah. We took a little bit of a hiatus there.
Good reasoning.
Yeah. Stuck in Phoenix.
Yeah, Christmas time.
And Christmas, yeah. We'll blame it on Christmas. But. And we are featuring music from The Paris Accord, a guy I work with. His name is Scott Paris. He's a musician. Been doing it for a while, I think. Yeah, for like a long time.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know. It sounds like it.
Yeah. Sounds really good. Really good. Dude's got some good shit. And he said, he's like, yeah, man, I own all the rights to all my shit. He's like, there's no label involved. It's all me. So feel free to use all of it. So I'm like, all right, cool, man.
Might hear a couple more of his songs
Yeah.
coming up.
So check out The Paris Accord. I know he used to play a lot of bars and stuff, but it was mostly more covers and things like that too.
Sure.
And now he's kind of retired from the bar scene, the cover scene, and he's only going to be doing shows that are his own music, like stuff like you're listening to right now. And I'm sure once we hear those shows, we'll keep you posted on that. So
Yeah. If you like what you hear, check them out.
yeah, check out The Paris Accord. Yeah, he said they played at Gervasi and shit a lot too.
Okay.
The Yacht Club, even he said he did a New Year's Eve party out at the Yacht Club. I was like, fuck, I knew like probably half those people that you were partying with out there.
I live right next door.
Yeah. I was talking to him today about like, hey, does it feel good? You know, now that you're not doing the bar scene and stuff, are you going to get to like enjoy New Year's Eve? He's like, actually, it feels great. He's like, it's fun playing those, but it is still like, he's like, you can't party as hard as everybody else because you still got to do a job.
Yeah.
And, but yeah, so he gets to enjoy New Year's Eve this year. So that's cool.
Yeah, you got to break down, go home, and, you know, by the time you get home, it's pretty, I mean, hell, if you're playing till midnight, then it's already like late as hell. So.
Well, he said that Yacht Club one, they played till 12:30. So, you know, they stopped, let the ball drop, all that stuff, played a few songs out, and they were starting to break down. He's like, and everything went off without a hitch. Like, it was awesome. Everything was smooth. He's like, normally people are, you know, they're drinking to die that night. You know? So it's a little bit messier. And he said, so, but then right there at the end, somebody walked up and dumped a beer accidentally on his all of his pedals and shit. It's like, oh man, that was an expensive fuck up. What a way to end the show. Ruin a bunch of equipment. So,
Yeah.
so that would suck. But
And you got to be like, oh, it's okay. Like,
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
hey, you got to pay for this. Like, you can't. What do you do?
You fucking jerk, fuck you. You know, yeah, no, you still got to keep a professional face about it and
Yeah.
shit.
I mean, there's not much you. I don't even know what you could do.
Yeah, not a lot.
No.
Yeah, because he's like, I can't, you know, make the Yacht Club pay for it or anything. You know, it's not their fault. He's like, so sometimes you just got to eat that shit. So
Yeah.
it's the way she goes. I
Cost of doing business, right there.
Cost of doing business. You got to crack a few eggs to make an omelet, I guess. But yeah, you know, we touched on that back in the studio. We took that week off. It was kind of, we kind of thought that it was going to happen anyway.
Right.
The way it was kind of playing out, we were kicking around the idea of like, we could probably squeeze one in on Friday. And then we got the winter storm from hell.
Yeah.
I wasn't a part of that winter storm. It still affected me, but I wasn't in it.
Yeah, you're chilling out in
Fucking
Arizona.
Sunny
Probably
Phoenix, baby.
70s.
65 degrees.
65. Okay.
Yeah. Phoenix is awesome, by the way. I love it.
Yeah. I think we touched on it before. You know, I've done the Sedona a couple times and Grand Canyon and all that. And it's a cool place. So
it's beautiful out there, but
but
it sucks when you're supposed to fly home Friday morning and then that gets canceled and pushed to Friday night. Then that gets canceled and pushed to Saturday night, and then that gets canceled and pushed to. It was my last flight that I finally canceled myself and said fuck it. Was supposed to leave Sunday night and get in at 3 a.m. Monday morning.
Ugh.
So missing all of Christmas. And luckily the guy I was with was down the clown and get a rental car and drive 1,995 miles across the country.
Yikes!
In order to make it back in time at 7:30 is whenever we pulled in my driveway on Christmas Day. So
yikes!
Yeah, it was brutal.
Yeah,
fucking brutal.
That's a lot of miles.
Yeah, a lot of miles. We did it, and we only added an extra hour because it sold us like 29 hours. It took us 30 hours total. So, that's with the stops and fueling up and shit.
Right.
It was literally just get out of the car, put gas in, piss, snacks, get back in the car and roll. like we only had one real meal, and that was Hardee's, or no, Carl's Jr. same, but Carl's Jr. and that added like 10 more minutes because it took them a minute to get us the food, but that was the longest stop, and that only happened once out of like 10 stops, I think. So
just cruising,
just fucking nailing it, dude.
Cruising, crossing every state you can.
Yeah. I saw. It was actually kind of cool because I saw the sun go down in New Mexico, come up in Missouri, and then go back down in Illinois. So just chasing the sun.
Just swapping seats, taking turns, sleeping and driving.
Yeah, it was fucking nuts. I did do like a 14-hour straight. That's just me driving because I do like to drive more than I like to ride.
Yeah.
And at nighttime, it's a lot easier for me to drive because there's no traffic.
Right.
And then across 44, speed limit's 80 miles an hour, so you set the cruise control at 85 and just go.
Just go.
Just fucking go.
But those planes.
Yeah. Yeah, but it was one of those things that was cool to say, like, yeah, I did that just to be home in time for Christmas, but I never want to fucking do it again.
Right.
Like, I knew when we signed up for it, I knew there was going to be that point in time when it's like, all right, this was a bad idea. And it would have been, that was Saturday morning after I did my 14-hour stretch and then trying to sleep in the passenger seat, just dead fucking tired. And almost too tired to sleep, and you get that way where it's like I'm a zombie, but my mind just won't shut off for some reason now.
Right.
And trying to sleep in a car, it was brutal, fucking brutal. So
yeah,
but we made it.
I probably would have crawled in the back seat and tried to make a bed back there or something. I don't know.
I guess I could have put the seats down. It was a Toyota 4Runner.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So we had the 4Runner. I was like, even if we get into any weather along the way, we'll be fine. Which we didn't touch anything till like Ohio. So
right, really at that point, probably wasn't that much anyway.
Yeah, and I don't want to talk too much shit about my co-pilot or my fellow other driver, but he's like, yeah, man, I was born and raised in Michigan, so the snow doesn't scare me. And then the snow scared him.
Well, I'm obviously married to a Michigan woman.
Yeah,
and Ohio is a completely different beast than Michigan.
Yeah.
Because Michigan, they get dumped on.
Mm-hmm.
And they get a foot of snow.
Right.
Well, those roads don't really get cleared off. It's snow.
Right.
Like, it's actual snow. In Ohio, you get more of a weathery mix.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes we'll get some dumped on snow.
But ours is a little more icy.
Ours is icy. Ours is slushy. Ours is slippery. It's hitting weirder temperatures than they hit, I think. I don't know.
Yeah.
And it's like completely different. And she's even admitted that to me. Like, she's like, yeah, I'm more terrified driving in Ohio than I ever was in Michigan.
Yeah, and I could see that. Yeah. But when you're doing 55 on the highway and there's semis and literally everybody passing you going 70, 75, it might be time to kick it up a little bit.
Yeah, let's put in 4-wheel drive and go.
Kick it up a little bit. Like, even at one point, he's like, oh, this asshole doesn't even have his headlights on, and zoom right past us. I'm like, you just got passed by a dude without his headlights on in the middle of fucking night. I think you can go a little bit faster.
Yeah.
But, I was tired as fuck, and I was annoyed as fuck about the whole situation. So, I was probably a little bitter about it, too, like, just hurry up and get the fuck home,
Yeah.
But still.
After hour 4, I'd have been twitching.
Yeah.
I've been like, I don't even want to do this. Let's just keep looking at different states' airports and see what airport can we drive to and get the hell home.
Yeah, but by that point, everybody got pushed. Mm-hmm. I saw later that Southwest canceled like 27,000 flights.
No, Southwest had a whole thing go down.
Yeah, and I even saw like, oh, there's people going to be investigating. Like, well, why? I think they have the right to say like, nope, we're not flying in this.
Yeah. I think they had a problem with their systems too or something.
Yeah.
What I heard. I don't know exactly. I didn't look too deep into it. I just know I saw a TikTok and this guy like standing there. He's like trying to apologize to everybody, but also be like, we suck right now. Yeah. I know we suck.
Yeah.
All right. Listen, we all got to deal with this. He's like, I don't want to deal with it, but I'm out here talking to you guys because everybody's like trying to throw a fit. You know, and you got your Karens and your Kyles just yelling at everybody like,
yeah, because I even saw that one. Like, oh, your flight's canceled. Well, to make it go faster is to be rude to the employee behind the desk.
Right. Because they have all the control over it. Right. They have all the control over it.
They're like, oh, you know what? I'm silly me. Let me hit enter here on this keyboard. Yep, you're right. You can get on a plane right now.
You know what? We're just going to fly you by yourself.
Yeah. Private jet. You did the whole thing to yourself. There you go. You know what? You yelled at me just enough for me to find that magic button. Yeah. I got it.
Yeah. Man.
But I will say it was kind of stupid that our bags made it on a flight to Cleveland. Like, flew to Minneapolis, St. Paul, and then from there to Cleveland, they got there, I think it was Saturday morning whenever we were driving. And then, of course, I got the Delta app. Like, we flew Delta for this one. And I got the app that tracks your bags that lets you know whenever they're put on the plane for you and shit, too. So my app's telling me, like, hey, your bags arrived in Cleveland. And I'm like, man, fuck you. Thanks for rubbing it in, you dick. But I think a lot of that, too, was just the way... And they even told us at the desk whenever our first flight got fucked. They're like, just keep going. Because I was like, should we cancel this and try to book something else? He's like, no, just stay on this. Go to Minneapolis, St. Paul. And, from there, it's a bigger hub. You might be able to find something easier going to Cleveland or whatnot. And we're even thinking like, well, fuck, we can drive from Minneapolis to Cleveland a little bit easier.
Yeah.
And then that just got straight canceled because I think like once the app and once the system knew we weren't making our connecting flights, it's just like, nope, we're just going to fuck you off anyway.
Right.
It's like, well, why can't I just go there? Why can't it just go there?
So it still went there.
Yeah, so the bag still traveled there.
Right, because that pilot's got to go there. Probably it's his home or something. And he's like, oh, no, I'm still flying home.
Yeah. And then I'm assuming the bags made it on a flight that was fully booked then, too, that we had no access to.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
They're like, well, we can throw these bags in the belly. We just don't have any more seats.
Right.
So that's probably how they made it there. And it wasn't just us, because on Monday we had to turn around and drive to Cleveland and return the rental car and pick up our bags that were there. And outside of their baggage office, there was probably a good 1,000 other people's bags just sitting there waiting on them and shit too.
Oh,
so, it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, you got to be patient because it's not just you, Yeah. It's not, it wasn't like, they're just like, fuck these guys right there.
Yeah. It's still one of those things that's like, it always cracks me up because people are just like demanding stuff. And it's like,
yeah,
you realize we're still flying, right?
Right.
Like, this is an amazing, and I know it's been around for a long time, and now, it's just taken for granted, but it's like,
yeah,
this is still freaking amazing to me that we just take a plane and just, we're going to go fly in the sky, and it's fine, and you can feel safe, and, well, some people feel safe, some are terrified still.
Terrified.
But yeah, still a crazy thing to me that we can fly through the sky.
Yeah.
Does weather happen? Absolutely.
Right.
All the time. So you got to expect it. Yeah. Especially this time of year.
Yeah. I knew I should have saw the bad omen too when we first got to the airport because like I said, we made it there, checked our bags, and then everything got screwed. That's when it got bigger screwed. But as we're waiting in the baggage line, some kid just threw up right in the middle of the line. And then nobody came to clean it up for a while. and then finally the dude that came to clean it up, he just had like a rag and a trash bag and he just like scooped it into a trash bag. He didn't even spray it. Like that was the biggest thing I thought. It's like, man, with we're coming out of COVID and like flu season, all this shit, like wash your hands, keep your distance, all that stuff. And you don't even like spray it. You don't even put a little spritzer on there, sanitize it a little bit.
Once the last flight goes through, then the nighttime crew comes through, cleans that up and stuff. But yeah, a little spritz is something probably appropriate.
This was at fucking noon, noon in the middle of Phoenix is a big airport. And, there was thousands of other people that
pops a wet floor sign right on top of it. See ya, I'm out.
Yeah, one dude almost rolled his little rolly bag through it because he wasn't paying attention to what was going on around him. And people had to, sir, like I was like close enough. I probably could have stopped him, but also at the same time, I'm like, this looks funny.
Absolutely not. If you're that jackass that's running through so fast that you're not paying attention to what you're doing, you deserve it.
Yeah, you don't notice a pile of puke in front of you because the lines were even slow. Like we were standing by that puke for at least 15 minutes.
Yeah,
And I'm sitting there doing that thing where I don't breathe out of my nose because I know once I smell it, oh, nope, we don't need 2 piles of puke.
Yeah.
You know? But yeah, it was pretty fucking stupid.
Yeah.
But I made it.
That's a lot of driving.
That was way too much. I don't recommend it.
Yeah, because I think drive from here to Florida is 12 hours?
Yeah.
14 hours maybe.
Yeah, depending on
south.
depending on what part of Florida.
Yeah. Ugh.
Yeah.
And I think most people stop halfway on that one
Yeah.
too. 6 hours. I'm cool with 6.
Yeah, I know we've cruised straight to Florida, swapping drivers and shit before, and that's not that bad, but 30 hours is without a hard reset in a bed, that gets taxing.
Yeah.
So needless to say, whenever I did show up, I was in fucking zombie mode, just oh, Merry Christmas.
I definitely need plenty of nicotine and alcohol for that drive.
Oh, dude, I didn't have any alcohol, but I did have plenty of nicotine, and I slammed every stop I was getting 2 energy drinks and, polished off 2 energy drinks before the next stop. So I was really jacked up on some caffeine and a whole bunch of my vape things. So.
Yeah, just vaping away.
Yeah. I actually kind of felt the dude I was with smoked cigarettes. So when we stop, I'm fueling up while he's smoking a cigarette and go get snacks and piss. And he tries to get another one in real quick before we head on the road. And I'm just on the road, dude, just hitting my vape, just vaping it up.
Hey, man, he should be vaping.
Look at that.
Cigarettes,
Look at that. It's watermelon crush or whatever the fuck flavor this is. Watermelon chew.
Yeah.
And then we'll say too, whenever you're riding in a car with another man and he farts every once in a while, it's nice to have a little watermelon air freshener.
Yeah.
I'm one of those guys that I like to have fart etiquette. I'll crack the window and be like, "Oh, sorry, excuse me," and crack the window. And he picked up on that, and he was doing it too. There's other people that'll try to hotbox you out,
Oh yeah.
Wait till all of a sudden you get that. What the fuck is that? And they're over there going.
Yeah, if it was me and you in the car, I would be hotboxing you out. And I expect you to probably do the same.
See, because I don't even like basking in my own. I mean, I am. Your own scent is completely different than somebody else's.
Right.
I do get that. I'm not offended by my own scent, but I still don't want to sit there in it if I don't have to. I'll let it breathe.
But sometimes you don't even know, you had that little toot.
Yep.
And you're like, that's not going to be bad.
No.
And then all of a sudden, by the time it hits your nostrils, already hit the driver's nostrils, and you're like,
it's too late.
When did that?
It's too late. I'm sorry.
When is that?
It's too late.
My bad.
Sorry, bro. It's too late for that one.
No, but I'll do that to my friends.
Yeah.
Just because I am the one that's sitting over there going, but then you get it right back. So then you start a war, and then it's never good. It's never good.
Right.
And the guy stops the next one. He's like, I'm getting a bunch of Bahama Mamba red hot sausages.
Yeah. You get all this gas station sushi, and we'll see who's laughing now.
We'll see what's up in a little bit.
And I should have seen it coming too, because the whole trip went so fucking smooth. Every job we had was easy as fuck. We got out early days too, and I got a tattoo, a brand new tattoo. There.
Look at that!
Got
seen that.
It's a scorpion with a cowboy hat on.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty cool looking for those watching. You can see it right there. And did some amazing hikes. There's very scenic places to hike out there. It was so awesome, such a great trip that, of course, it had to end on that low note.
Yeah.
It went too well, so the wrench had to be thrown in on a travel home. So I'll take it, I guess.
Yeah.
You gotta take the good with the bad.
You still made it home.
Yep.
On Christmas Day, late.
Yeah.
But
my kids were nice enough to wait for me to open presents too.
Oh, that's good.
So that was cool. I mean, they had their grandparents came over and gave them the grandparent to kid presents and stuff. They opened their stockings and shit. But all the gifts that Santa brought them, the big gifts, they waited to open up. So that was nice of them. Very, very respectful of my boys to have that fucking patience, because I know I wouldn't have.
Yeah.
I know, but I mean, I do know that they were driving Sarah crazy the entire time.
Oh, sure.
When's, and then of course, anytime I called, they're like, "Hey, when you coming home, Dad?"
Yeah. You gonna be home yet?
When are you coming home? It's still another 7 hours. Okay.
Yeah.
But they did it, so bless their little hearts.
So yeah, the week before Christmas next year, your company might want to think about not flying people.
Yeah, and they even said that too. And I guess I don't know if I jinxed myself or I was just ready for it, because I always prepare for the worst. And it was like a month before I saw we were traveling the week before Christmas. Like, man, something fucked up's going to happen. I'm going to be sitting in an airport somewhere or some shit. And lo and behold, it happened.
Hopefully you got paid for the whole time.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, so boom.
Yeah.
Christmas be good.
Yeah, dude. I got like a triple paycheck just for that. Because the way we do overtime too, Saturday, any hours logged on a Saturday is automatic time and a half. Any hours logged on a Sunday is automatic double time. So I got 19 and a half hours on Sunday and 12 and a half on Saturday. So that's fucking bam, boom.
Christmas paid for.
Money in the bank. Yeah. So that helped, So there's silver linings to all of it, but
yeah, at least you think about that while you're driving. You're like, I'm at least making bank while I'm driving right now, and I'm just driving.
Yeah.
This is kind of sweet. You're like a truck driver at that point.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's, and then, the company feels bad, so you don't, because I don't like to milk the clock or try to, like, steal hours and shit like that. So I get a little paranoid about that stuff, but they're like, hey, man, and David said, like, whatever it takes to get home, do it.
Yeah.
Because even that rental car was not fucking cheap.
Oh, I'm sure.
Like, that wasn't cheap. Paying us all that overtime to get home wasn't cheap, but it's real nice working for a company that's ran by people and not a corporation type thing.
Yeah.
Because they would have told us we're fucked. Just wait for whatever flight to come out.
Right.
And and the way that flights were getting canceled and shit, we probably would have been there till Tuesday.
Yeah. Or you had to rent your own rental car and
yeah. Or they're like, well, you can go home if it's coming out of your pocket. And they're like, I might have still tried, but still that was a lot. that would have been all my overtime.
Yeah.
Like all of it right there, but yeah, man, made it though.
Made it home safe.
Made it home safe. That's the longest I've ever traveled in a car. Farthest distance I ever traveled. It's 3/4 of the country.
Yeah, I don't know if I could do that. I might just miss Christmas. Like, are you serious? I guess it depends who I was traveling with and like. If I could probably do it, but it would just be.
If I was by myself, there's no way. At least not in one shot like that.
No, you have to stop.
Yeah.
At least one day.
Yeah.
If not two. I mean, probably one day. Stop and sleep.
Yeah. Or pull over and get like 6 hours in the car and then keep going or some shit like that.
Yeah, at least took you another probably 12 hours to get home.
Right.
For sure.
Right. Yeah, and my stops, I probably would have stretched out a little bit more and like try to wake myself up. Because it's like, oh, well, all I got to do is sit in the passenger seat next for 3 hours. So it's cool, man. Let's just keep going.
Right.
But yeah, it was a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Pain in the ass.
No, your ass probably felt not good after that, too. You're like, it's too much sitting.
That is one thing I will say about the 4Runner is it did not have comfortable seats for the passenger.
Yeah.
Passenger seats were lacking. Like I had the lower back and like hip pain just from sitting there. When I was driving, it was better, like because it had like the lumbar thing, and I don't get how lumbar support works because whenever it's inflated into my back, it hurts. I like it. I like no lumbar.
No lumbar? You're a no lumbar guy?
I'm a no lumbar guy.
Do about a quarter lumbar.
Yeah. And I think the passenger seat had no adjustable lumbar, so it was dialed into that probably like standard quarter, and I think that's what was fucking with me the most. So
gotcha.
But it is what it is, I guess.
At least you get to stretch your legs out when you're in there.
Yeah. Wiggle around a little bit.
Yeah.
Take a little nap. And then the guy I was with kept waking me up. Like when we went through St. Louis, he's like, "Hey, look, it's the arch." I'm like, "I'm fucking sleeping, man." He's like, "Hey, we're driving over the Mississippi." I'm like, "I'm fucking sleeping, man." Like, yeah, that's cool, but I could give 10 fucks less right now. Negative 10 fucks right now.
Just don't wake me up, man. Let's just drive.
Let's
drive.
Yeah.
We got to get home.
Let's save the sightseeing for another day.
Yeah. Let me sleep. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. And I did get a few more states on my for my shot glass collection. Just so I still count if I drove through them. If I'm in that state, it still counts for me. So
yeah, I mean, you're in the state for multiple hours. I mean, there's probably not one state you were in for less than an hour. I'm trying to think of the drive.
Yeah, most were.
Yeah,
Indiana was probably our shortest.
Yeah,
but even like Texas, we were across the little Top Hat part of it, and that only took us 3 hours. And we didn't even stop in Texas, but that still counts.
Yeah.
But I didn't get the shot glass for that state because I didn't stop. So,
right.
But now, if I see one somewhere, I'm like, hey, I can put that up because I've been there.
Been there, done that.
Been there, done that.
You can mark your map, back there and just make a line.
Yeah, I did actually. I didn't pencil it in, and you can't see the map. Well, actually, you can see it in the screen there behind Cody's head.
Nope.
I got a little map that we put the pins in then too, and I put weight pins all the way across all the road, the trip that we took. So.
Watching video, I'm trying to look at the screen and everything's backwards. I'm trying to figure it out. But
yeah, it's all documented on the map too. So
I've been everywhere, man.
Everywhere, all the way across the country. Well, how was your Christmas then? How was yours? Did you make it home in time?
I was home the whole time.
Yeah,
I was home the whole time. Let's see, the shitty weather kind of blew in. It was crazy because we got that snow, and then it was like high winds, high winds. So
I think that's what fucked all of our flights was the winds.
Oh, I'm sure, because I don't think they could land in that. Like It was just like 30, 40 mile per hour gusts coming through, so it just sounded like madness outside.
Yeah.
Then the cold temperatures set real quick, so you kind of had some ice for one night and snow, and there was only like really Christmas Eve was on Saturday,
and
then Christmas Day Sunday. So like Thursday, Friday were bad, and after that it was fine enough. But I think it came in like Thursday night or Wednesday night, Thursday. But anyway, so it wasn't like the worst thing ever.
Right.
I've seen a lot worse weather, but it sucked, and the high winds obviously not good. Everybody's scared, like, a tree's gonna blow over,
right?
Or, power gonna go out, yada yada. But anyways, so we got through that. Went to my mom's on Christmas Eve. Roads were mainly good at that point. So, but yeah, Christmas was good. Babies don't know what they're doing yet. They're still
I was just gonna ask, are they getting into it yet?
Yeah.
Or?
They ripped a little bit of paper and enjoyed ripping a little bit of paper.
Yeah.
Enjoyed playing with some new toys, but then after a little bit, then they just wander back off and Jack would go grab a book and bring it out to me, a book he's had since he was born, and be like, you want to read this book to me?
Check this out.
All right. So nothing crazy.
Yeah.
Christmas morning was fun though. We set up, step on this like basketball, soccer, bowling combo plastic toy thing.
Yeah.
And then had all the stuff and walked him out there. And like I said, it's just like they don't really care.
Right. They don't really know what's going on.
They're just past 15 months. Like they don't really. It's not that fun age where it's like, gifts.
Hell yeah.
Which is probably fun, and I imagine also annoying because it's like present. Listen, but they had fun playing with some of their new stuff. We have more TV remotes now than I know what to do with because they love grabbing our TV remotes. I think it's funny. But then I realized that we got them these plastic remotes and let them have them the whole time. Then they didn't care about them.
Oh, yeah.
It's the fact that you care that they have it is why they want it. So I had to start taking those remotes from them and putting them up and then letting them put them somewhere they can actually grab them.
Right.
And then
make it a little more of a game, and they're like, hey, I'm not supposed to have this. I'm going to get it.
Yeah, then they think it's funnier. Or, then they actually want it. So that instinct is always in your head, even as a child.
Yeah.
If you can't have it, you want it.
You want it, yeah.
You want it. So
yeah, you tell me I'm not supposed to do something. I want to do that immediately.
Yeah, you want to do that immediately. So, so that's, human nature in a way. Apparently.
It's baby nature for sure.
Yeah. So they got all kinds of stuff. They got so many toys and things, and I'm like half of it I'm gonna have to box up, and I don't know if I save it or donate some of their old toys to make room for their new toys. It's a lot of shit.
Right.
Oh, that was good. Spent some time with my uncles with the family. A little weird this year not having grandma there.
Right.
Just being the heart and soul we always had at her house.
Yeah.
But yeah, my uncle did a great job at hosting it. And I think all the family appreciated it. So it was good.
That's good.
Then we went home and put the kids to bed and had some drinks.
Nice.
Nice.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I was ready for a drink from that trip back, but I still knew that probation officer could be calling me on Tuesday.
I know.
You never know.
I even hit you up.
Yeah.
I hit you up. I said, we can extendate the whole bet right now.
Yeah.
You can go ahead and just start drinking.
Stay strong now. I stayed strong.
Have some drinks if you want.
Yeah.
Because after that drive, oof.
The other thing I was worried about though too is I haven't drank in 9 months now.
Yeah.
And running on 3 hours of car sleep. It might just make me pass the fuck out after 2 beers.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think it was later at night when I hit you up. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe it wasn't. I don't know. But
my family was still here till midnight that night too. So yeah, mom, dad, brother, sister, all the kids and everything. And so we were still, not only were we celebrating still the boys' Christmas, it was still the whole family Christmas here. So it's I still had to be on top of my game till midnight.
yeah.
So, but I appreciate that. But I'm still holding strong.
After that, I was like,
still holding
man.
strong.
I'd get straight home and just
Start cracking, baby. Start cracking.
Oh my God.
It'll just make them first couple beers in 3 months now worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's clicking down pretty fast. So.
About 2 months and 27 days now.
Yeah.
So
Is it exactly my birthday?
yeah, that's when I got hit.
I didn't think it was exactly my birthday.
We went out the night before and past midnight. The date on the ticket is the 27th. So the date on that ticket is March 27th. So
we could really celebrate my birthday together.
yeah. Let's get another one, baby. Woo!
No. Nobody's driving.
Oh, let's not do that. Let's not.
Nobody's driving.
I was even thinking, I don't know how to put on an event, but I thought it'd be cool if we could do an ADGT event where do a bar crawl or something, like Steve's back on the wagon or off the wagon. I can't. Is it on the wagon or off the wagon?
You'd be back on it.
I'm getting on the drinking wagon.
Yeah, off the wagon.
Okay.
Wait, no. No, he's off the wagon. No, yeah. No, you're right. You're right.
We need a Google search for that.
You'd be off the wagon.
Is it on or
he fell off the wagon means he's back on it. He's back on the juice.
Being on the wagon means a person is currently abstaining from drinking or taking drugs. When a person falls off the wagon, it means they've resumed their alcohol consumption, usually after a period of abstinence. So you get so drunk you fall off the wagon.
Yeah. So you're out. You'll be
a
off.
sober person can stay on the wagon, but a drunk guy's going to fall off the wagon. I got it. But yeah, I think it'd be cool to be ADGT sponsors Steve's Off the Wagon bar crawl or some shit. But I don't know how to put on an event, so
yeah, we'd get a whole party bus and make sure we had appropriate things going on then.
Make t-shirts with my mugshot on it.
Hey, you never know.
Right. Could take off. Could take off.
Could be a damn good time.
Oh, that'll definitely be a damn good time.
And it'd be my birthday too. So.
It'll probably be cheap as fuck for me to get drunk. I got 6 beers wasted. I don't know.
Forget what day my birthday falls on this year. I don't know if I've even checked that. Last year, I think it was it's a Monday.
Oh, Monday.
It's a Monday.
Yeah.
We might want to take that week off of work.
Yeah. We'll do the weekend after.
Yeah.
We can start birthday week on Monday and celebrate the weekend after. So, or something like that.
So the podcast after my birthday.
Yeah.
That'll be March 31st.
March 31st.
We will be recording and
I'll be a little looser than normal.
Steve could probably have a cocktail then.
Yeah. Get a couple drinks in.
Or a beer.
Yeah. Relax a little bit.
Do you think you'll be drinking? I mean, before it was kind of
I was pretty heavy.
Shots of Jack Daniels.
I was going hard in the paint all the time, so I don't think I'll be that hard.
Right.
I've found some normalcy in sobriety, which is cool.
Yeah.
I found my peace with it, I found how to be happy with myself when I'm sober. And I feel like that's a lot of it is just it's so much easier. Like, well, this sucks. Let me have a drink. Well, that sucks. Let me have a drink. Or now it's like, well, that sucks. Like, well, I can just fucking deal with it. It's fine. You know, like, you know. So I don't think I'll be drinking with the emotions as much. It'll probably be more of a, you know, hey, are we going out this weekend? Are we going to do anything? And then I go out and have a couple cocktails instead of just, I got to fold laundry. Let me crack a beer and take like 6 shots before I do that. Because if you're partying, it's not work then, right? You know, like, which that was a lot of my attitude before. It's like, if I got to do chores, I might as well be drunk while I do it because it's more fun that way. You know? So yeah, I hope I don't get it back in as heavy as I was. And because it's definitely a lot better for me. I feel better now of not being as drunk as I was all the time.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Because I feel like that's one thing I found in sobriety too, is that it's not that good for your body, especially getting old now too. It's like, probably some kidneys doing some things they're not supposed to. A little bit of a liver doing what it's not supposed to and shit. Like, you know, just slowly poisoning your body.
Right. I agree. Because I drink beer every podcast.
Yeah. That's fine.
You know, I do drink a lot of beer, but
yeah,
I've never been heavy on the liquor as much as like you were smashing liquor. Like,
oh yeah, dude,
madman.
Yeah, like a fifth
crazy.
To a liter. Whenever on a drinking night, which was about 5 to 7 a week.
Yeah, so it was crazy, and I'd be like,
get a handle for the weekend, it's gone. You know,
like, huh?
I could put them back, but it's one of those things where I never consider myself an alcoholic because I could still function. But you can still, it's never, and I always say it's never like, oh, fuck, Steve's drunk again. It's always, hey, Steve's drunk again. So it's like, there's never any negative repercussions to my drinking the way I was. So it's like, hey, man, that's cool.
Right.
Let's just roll with it. You know?
Yeah.
But, hey, it happens, I guess.
Yeah. There's always different phases and different aspects to a lot of that different stuff. And it's just like, I can come home from a day of work and I had a rough day and then deal with the babies. And then like I get done, I'm just like, I want a beer.
Right.
Like, I just want a beer. And I might drink 6 beers. I don't consider that being crazy, but I'm not like ever like waking up in the morning like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Where's my drink at?
Right. Right.
Might be shaking sometimes, but that's just natural. But.
You get a good special weekend going on or some shit. You go on vacation, you get that hard hangover where it's like, oh, these are probably withdrawals. But I feel like that's anybody that goes on vacation too deals with that shit.
Oh yeah. Now the lake's a hard place.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a hard place where it's just like you just constantly want a drink in your hand because it's hot out and you're in the water and you're like, oh, I just throwing back some beers. And next thing you know, you drank a case of beer and you're like, shit.
Yeah. That actually might be another reason why I don't drink as much, is because it feels good waking up and not being hungover.
Right. Oh yeah.
Like it's just oh my God, I feel normal. This is cool. Like I don't need to get those all the fucking hangover carbs in me and like eat this big old fat greasy food and then take a nap. Like I can still get shit done today because I feel good. This is awesome. So
I feel like a normal person.
Yeah. Is this what that's like? That's crazy. But it's always too like that fear of missing out for party time. Where it's like, we gotta go. We gotta go hard in the paint.
There's definitely always a good middle ground for everything.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's what's preached everywhere. Like,
right.
There's time to indulge and there's time to not indulge.
Yeah.
You shouldn't indulge in everything every day because then it becomes a problem if you do.
Right.
No matter what it is.
Right.
I mean, you could categorize that to anything.
Too much water will kill you.
Too much water will murder you.
Yeah. And not even talking about drowning. Like you can literally deplete all your nutrients from your body by drinking too much water.
I think there was a hazing in college where they were making these guys drink like gallons of water, piss themselves, like everything, like to get into this fraternity thing or whatever.
Yeah.
And I don't know if one of them died or got hospitalized.
Yeah.
Because he drank too much water and cleaned him out. Like, all his electrolytes, all his everything. Like his blood was about to be water.
Yeah.
That's not good.
Not good.
No.
Not good. Too much water. But changing the subject though, real quick.
Yeah.
Because you mentioned college.
Yeah.
College football playoffs
Here we go.
this weekend. Ohio State's in it, baby.
Here we go.
I know we've touched on it before. Don't know can't remember how much we talked about it because we've had a couple weeks off, but it's going down this weekend.
Tomorrow for us.
Oh, yeah, that is because we're recording now on a Friday. That is tomorrow.
Yeah, it'll be tomorrow for us. So by the time you see this, the outcome's already happened.
Hopefully victorious against Georgia.
Hopefully the Buckeyes beat Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
Vegas odds say no.
Right. Are they calling it close or?
It's within a touchdown. I forget what it was. I don't know if it was, I think it was +6 or something like that.
Right.
For Georgia. We'll see. You never know. I mean, we've also got there and beat Alabama before. We've got there and beat. Well, since they did the playoffs the first year we won, but that's when we beat out.
Right. Anything can happen.
Anything can happen. It's college
Anything
football.
can happen.
So we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Right? We don't have a whole lot. We got some, I think, linebacker and maybe a wide receiver or two that might be out.
Yeah.
Because they're going to the NFL. So
fucking
there's
jerks.
no point in playing that game and if you get hurt, then
Still,
you lose all stock. And
I don't care.
you want to go and make millions of dollars, then
Shut up. Shut up. Is the money better than the glory?
But I'm sure any playoff team is going to have that too. Or any. So we'll see. I don't know if Georgia lost anybody or not. I didn't look into that, but there's gonna be things on each side where they might not play a player as hard as they normally do.
Right.
Because it's like, well, yeah, we want to win a national championship, but we don't want you to get hurt and lose out.
Yeah, but this gets
millions
slated
of
to
dollars.
make a fucking bank. You know?
Yeah. So we'll see what happens. I
Yeah.
mean, like I say, it's college football. Everybody's gonna be playing. Michigan plays TCU.
Yeah. They got the 4:00 game. I wish we had the 4:00 game.
I know,
I'm not happy at all.
but
Not even a little bit happy about the fact that we got to do this and New Year's Eve in the same day.
yeah. Well,
I want to do them separate. Give me 2 days to have something to look forward to, not smash it all into one.
it always used to be New Year's Day,
Yeah.
but New Year's Day is falling on a Sunday,
So,
so you can't interrupt NFL
ugh.
with college football. Because then the ratings go down for NFL. So,
But move fucking NFL to Saturday then.
I mean, they did the last 2 Saturdays.
Yeah.
They were playing games. So why not?
Yeah.
But yeah, so we'll see what happens.
Right.
Hopefully Buckeyes prevail. And I actually really want Michigan to beat TCU, Ohio State to beat Georgia, and the national championship game. So Ohio State versus Michigan, 2 rivalries, 2 Big Ten teams.
Yeah. And it'd
be a lifetime experience.
That's
You
why
never see it be historical.
That's
historical.
That's even why I wish that Ohio State played first, so then I knew whether I wanted Michigan to win or not. Because if Ohio State loses, fuck Michigan. I don't want them anywhere near that. Fuck that.
Still, I'd be like,
Nope.
get the Big Ten team in there.
Nah.
No, because
I get where you're coming from.
I would rather lose to a championship team
right
than lose to a team that lost to TCU.
I mean, I get it, but I still don't want it.
Yeah. See, I know the rivalry is there, and we have a rivalry week, and that's when I'll go a little more hardcore. But I always tell my wife, it's like, we're Big Ten. Like, you want the Big Ten to get there because the Big Ten needs more.
That's the key word right there. The wife she's wearing off on you.
No, I've always been like that.
I know. Fuck it. I'm fucking with you.
And I believe still that Michigan State's a bigger rivalry than Michigan Ohio State. But
yeah,
we're still a rivalry for a reason. But
yeah, that I will say that you put those 2 teams together in the national championship, and
what a game that will be!
Oh man, there's gonna be super high tensions. I'm sure there's gonna be fights and crazy shit going down.
It'll be insane.
Yeah,
and it'll be one of the funnest games to watch ever.
So much unsportsmanlike conduct, probably.
One of the funnest games to watch ever.
Yeah. Ratings for that would be through the roof.
Oh yeah, everybody would watch that.
And right now,
refs are
football,
rigging this already. Refs are rigging this already. Trust me.
College football wants that game to happen too, because they want that bankroll coming through.
Oh yeah, because who's not going to watch that game?
Right.
I mean, everybody's going to be like, "Oh, Ohio State, Michigan playing."
Yeah.
Like, I don't care if you don't even know about college football. You might be like, "I heard this is a big game." Everybody's going to be talking about it.
Right.
Like, it's going to be the biggest ratings they would ever possibly.
It'll probably happen on like Monday night at 8:00. Like, I gotta work tomorrow.
Yeah.
Cool thing is though, on New Year's Day I get some PTO time. So if that happens, I'm taking tomorrow off. I'm watching this game tonight.
Yeah.
Because I don't like to stay up late on work nights anymore. You know, it's like I gotta work. I don't want to be tired. I'd have to stay up for that game, but I'd rather not. You know.
Yeah, I might take the next day off.
Yeah, it'd be way better to take the next day off.
Because
that'd
be wild.
Be huge.
Yeah.
Also, speaking of football, we've got our fantasy football leagues championship game weekend coming up this weekend. We didn't get to talk about it last week, but last week, your dynamic duo here of hosts went against each other in the playoffs first round. The obvious better one, myself, was victorious.
Worst game I had.
Yeah.
Worst game I had of the season. You were lucky.
I got lucky. Yeah, I got lucky that you had your worst game, and I got lucky that T.J. Hawkinson got 2 touchdowns.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah. I mean, and that's fantasy football. And
right.
That's right there. Like you try your hardest to figure it out.
Yeah,
but there's sometimes going to be players that blow up out of nowhere, and you're like, oh, okay, I just got 30 points from a tight end, which tight ends haven't done anything this year if you know fantasy football.
Right.
Some have here and there, but not a lot.
Yeah, unless it's fucking Kelsey for
Kansas
City.
Yeah. But but yeah, so just my worst game possible of the year. I think I had like 80-something points.
Yeah.
Easy smackdown for you.
And I do feel like that there's a lot more riding on me in the championship this weekend too.
Yeah.
Because I'm going up against AJ, who is one of the duo hosts of the Bunker Boys podcast. So this is kind of like, not only is it just championship of the league, but it's the who's the cooler podcast, you know?
Yeah, I'm rooting for you still.
I know.
You know?
I mean, I'd be rooting for you too, you know?
I'm rooting for you to take him out.
Gotta be one of us.
Plus, he has scored the most points.
The most
so far.
points out of anybody in our league.
We're like neck and neck, 6 points away from each other.
Mm-hmm.
And we're 2 and 3 right now. He's 2, I'm 3. I'm 6 points behind him. And he's 100 points above Steve. But then points against,
he's got the lowest.
The next highest is like 300. So this guy has been cruising by.
He's got lucky.
Cruising by.
I mean, that's not to say that he doesn't have an amazing team, because he has scored more points than anybody else in the league.
Right.
But he's also had the least amount of points scored against him than anybody else in the league.
Just cruising.
Dude's had a perfect storm of a season so far. The fucking perfect storm.
Yeah, it's just been. I mean, he's had Mahomes. He's had the elite team, for sure.
Yeah.
I don't even know how he got all of it. Most of it, I'm like, I don't even know how this happened.
Right.
But he got it, so good for him.
Yep.
Props
to you, AJ.
Any given Sunday.
But guess what, AJ?
Any given Sunday.
Weatherman here.
Whatever.
The weatherman here's calling for your perfect storm to be over. Perfect storm's gone.
Yeah, he's had some bad games. He had
Hurricane AJ is now a tropical storm. Hurricane Steve's coming through.
He's played 2 games against me. I beat him once, so
I lost both to him. This will be the third time I'm up against him.
Third time's
season.
charm.
I lost the first 2, so yeah, tide's got to change now.
Yeah.
They got to change in my favor.
Hey, you know, and
except
anybody knows fantasy football, it's you do what you can, but you at the end of the day, it's a lot of luck.
Yeah,
that you play the matchups and stuff like that, and like I've tried to play a lot of matchups, thinking, oh, this player's gonna be really good on this matchup. He's gonna do doesn't do shit still.
Right.
It's like, oh, all right, never mind.
And it doesn't help that I've got 2 very high octane quarterbacks that are both out this week as well.
Yeah, you're hurting.
So fucking
fingers crossed.
Tagovailoa and Lamar Jackson both out for this week, and they've been holding me strong.
Yeah.
Hopefully Trevor Lawrence picked him up. Hopefully he does something.
Hey, could have a good game.
Yeah.
So you never know.
And like I said, it's kind of a callback because when during the draft, I drafted Trevor Lawrence on my bench, dropped him for Tagovailoa about 3 or 4 games into the season, and so now I picked him back up. So it's just coming back around. Yeah. I knew early that I needed him. I just didn't need him then. I knew, I could sense it earlier on the season that I was going to need him. He was going to come through me at some point. And this weekend's whenever he's coming through for me.
There you go. That's our little fantasy.
Yeah.
Fantasy bullshit we got going on there.
Suck it, Bunker Boys. ADGT is going to reign supreme.
Yeah. I didn't try to help him out at all, by the way. He just happened to pick up a couple of my players, and that worked out well for him.
Yep.
I really didn't try to help you.
Well, hopefully it works out well for me. Yeah. We don't know that yet.
But they look back, they'll be like, why you drop Leonard Fournette? Oh, because he wasn't doing shit for me. And then he got him, and then he did happen.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Anyhow.
So we had 2 weeks.
Yep.
So now I got to ask you something.
What's up?
In the last 2 weeks, what was the best thing you ate?
Best thing.
And you just traveled from
Phoenix?
From Phoenix to Ohio.
Yeah.
But then it sounds like you only stopped at gas stations.
Yeah, that was
but
the
you
worst.
were in Phoenix at
Some
least.
of the worst food I ate.
But we had
on the
Christmas. I don't know if we should break this down in 2 segments of Christmas and that, but let's just break it into one.
Yeah.
What's the best thing you ate in the last 2 weeks?
We stopped at this one place. I even forget the name of it, but it was this hole-in-the-wall little taco shack. Just from the outside, it looked like a rundown piece of shit, so you know the food's going to be fucking great.
Yeah.
And it was, I had 4 birria? I don't know how you pronounce that.
That sounds right. Birria.
4 birria tacos, which birria is like a Mexican kind of pot roast. That is the best way I can describe it. I've seen them a lot on TikToks and shit. A lot of those people that take the tortillas and they fry them on a flat top in the grease from the roast. This one was not done that way, but the meat inside was so juicy and tender. Those birria tacos were great, and then they also had lingua tacos, which is beef tongue that is also slow stewed, and those were fucking great. Those tacos were amazing. I had 8 tacos and a bunch of chips that day, and it was fucking great.
8 tacos.
8 tacos.
They're like kind of smaller.
Yeah, they were little. They had the corn tortillas instead of flour because I love corn tortillas. And then just the meat, obviously, because it was stewed. It had like that stewed sauce juice on them. And then onions and cilantro on top, a little squeeze of lime on it, and fucking hammered those bad boys. They were so good.
Well, I think a normal taco shell is probably 6 inches.
Yeah,
I would say typically, like if you go anywhere, you're getting a small tortilla. You're not getting a big ass tortilla,
right?
Because it's made to
grab,
sop, eat, keep going.
And I know, like a Taco Bell soft taco is going to be about a 6-inch tortilla. Yeah. A lot of the more traditional Mexican restaurants, you get the 4-inch, like the smaller ones. I don't know if they're 5 even, maybe, but I think they're probably more about 4-incher, and that's the size that they had there. So they were a little smaller, but they were still very filling after 8 of them. So
yeah, you're not getting a 12-inch flour tortilla.
Yeah,
it's like that's not happening.
Yeah, might as well wrap that shit up, call it a burrito at that point.
Yeah, and I mean, which is one of those things that I always think is funny because people think like you're like, oh, I ate like 6 tacos, but if it's they're small.
They're small. They were little snack boys. But yeah, hammered doughs. That was definitely the best thing. Second place would be there's this place called Durant's Steakhouse in Phoenix. It was a lot pricier than we thought it was going to be walking into the place, but it was well worth it. Their service was amazing. Like it was definitely one of those. They had the cloth napkins, cloth tablecloths, all that shit. We had a little candle on the table and fresh flowers there too, so it was nice and romantic for me and my coworker. It was very cute. But I had some prime rib there. It was really good. And then the shitty thing is, after I ate, I saw they have plaques on the wall to get in the Porterhouse Club. If you eat like their 56-ounce porterhouse, you get your name on a plaque and go on the wall for forever. And I would have, if I would have seen that earlier, I would have tried that one.
Give it a shot.
Yeah, I think that's what I want to try and do now more whenever I travel is do the food competitions. Get my name, get some T-shirts, some free meals, and get my name on the walls of some places. Leave my mark across the nation.
Water stretched the day before.
Yeah. Yeah, well, and I'm doing I'm going back to no carb too, so that might be a little harder for some of the ones where it's like, oh, it's you got to eat all this food and like the baked potato or eat the sandwich on a bun, but I'll hit cheat days just for the glory.
For the glory.
For the glory. Unless there's shrimp involved, then I can't do that. But
No, I can't do any seafood like that. But yeah,
might. I really want to do the hot
20
ones.
pounds of shrimp. No, I'm immediately dead. So can't do that.
I really want to do the spicy food challenge because I know I can handle it in the eating sense, but I know it'll just ruin my very next day.
I couldn't.
You know, I'm in there trying to
Nope.
calibrate high voltage shit while holding in some fire squirts. Does not sound like a good.
That
day
already
for me.
affects my brain immediately when I bite into something. I'm like, damn it.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good through the process. It's always the very next day or maybe like 6 hours later.
Finish this because I enjoy it, but
Yeah.
tomorrow's gonna suck.
Yeah. This just ruined my day tomorrow.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I might steer away from the hot ones. But I think I want to start to try and do more food competitions. Maybe videotape it, put out some TikToks and shit. You know, do it for content for the show.
Absolutely. I
So-
love that. We'd all love that.
Yeah. So then what was the best thing that you put in your mouth over the last 2 weeks?
So I'm debating a lot. I'm gonna say today
Oh yeah.
because I only really ate one thing today,
Okay.
but it was fun because this isn't the best thing I ate, but I just want to throw this out there real quick. I made the kids some fish sticks. I buy the Gordons, make sure they're like that
Yeah.
real fish, like flaky inside.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, "Hey, babe, do you want a fish sandwich?" She's like, "What do you mean?" I'm like, "I'm putting in a bun. I'm gonna toast the bun up a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put some American cheese on it.
Oh
I'll
yeah.
put some tartar sauce on it, a little lettuce.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna make it like you're going to a fast food place."
Yeah.
Oh my god, that was so good.
I fucking love fish sandwiches.
So I put
dude.
3 fish sticks on each of our sandwich, and oh my god, I made a second one
sounds-
because it was so good.
That sounds
I
good.
was like, "Oh, this is like fast food fish sandwich, but even
Yeah.
better because I made it at home." The only thing I missed, I would have loved like a thin slice of tomato or something on it, but
Mhm.
that had a tomato. So, anyways, that was very enjoyable today.
Kick-ass fish sandwich.
Yeah, and just a slice of American cheese on it too just brings it to the next level.
Oh yeah.
And I don't know any other cheese that could have I would have won on that.
Right. Yeah. You're not
But
putting
something
Swiss.
about you're not putting Swiss, you're not putting cheddar, you're not putting pepper jack, you're not putting
No.
provolone. Like you could.
You
I'm
could.
not saying you can't.
It'd still be good, but it won't be as like American cheese pairs
Yeah.
well with a fish sandwich. Like that's the pairing.
Yeah, you want that artificial cheese. It's almost like a grilled cheese in a way.
I feel like I
know.
feel like even like if you went to a Michelin star restaurant and they like we have a fancy fish sandwich.
Yeah.
We only use the finest ingredients, and then they put like some kind of cheddar on it. Like, nope, you just lost your Starbub.
Yeah. No, you need
You missed the primo pairing of a classic American cheese with that fish sandwich.
and you put it on cold too. Like
Yeah.
you don't melt that cheese ahead of time. Like I could have put it on the bun and melted it in the air fryer or something like that.
Yeah,
No, you put it on there cold.
yeah,
So the middle of it's melty and gooey,
yeah.
but the edges are still cold. It's just the science behind that.
Yeah.
Just seems like it's right.
Because then it's almost like half melty, so it's like it's still got like a nice little tacky, like so
Yeah.
it sticks to your mouth. You know, I
Yeah.
feel you. I see. I can taste exactly what you're talking about.
You know
right
what I'm
now.
saying?
Oh yeah, for
exactly.
sure,
Like
for sure.
you still get the edges that are folded over.
Mhm.
They haven't melted yet. They're cold,
Mm-hmm.
but as you're getting into it, it gets tackier, and then the middle's like that middle bite's like that glory bite where it's like
Mhm.
everything's melted together.
Yep.
But texturally on the outside, it's like that first bite's
Yeah.
like, okay, I'm getting this
That-
cheese, I'm getting everything. Like
That
it's-
journey to the center is a journey. Like
Yeah,
you get a little different scenery along the way.
Now, and I had some simple ass buns, like simple ass burger
Mhm.
buns I put it on, which I felt like added to it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But I just tossed those in the air fryer on top of the sticks at the last, put them in there for like a minute,
Yeah.
kind of toast them up a little bit. Not too much,
Right.
because I want that kind of fast food experience where it's like the buns are glazed,
Yep.
they're not completely toasted.
But it's
Inside's so
not crunchy.
soft.
Yeah, it's not crunchy. It's
Yeah.
just got that maybe a little crisp on the outside.
It's just a little crisp on the outside. They're glazed and the oils are coming out of them.
crisp. You kind of activate that gluten on the inside
Maybe
there
that
to
was
make
the
it
best
make
thing
it a little, maybe make it a little chewy on the inside there. Yeah, dude, that's
But I was going to give props to my neighbor. She made a really good prime rib.
okay.
She had to borrow my ground mustard seasoning.
Yeah.
And for that, they brought me over a couple slices of prime rib.
Oh, nice.
on a plate, fresh, hot, like da da da. We were about to leave, or no, we weren't about to leave. Babies just woke up from their nap.
Yeah.
We were hungry. We just fed the babies, put them down for their nap. We were hungry. I was about to make some BS, quick food, because we had to start getting loaded up or something. I can't remember. And also, my neighbor shows the door, knocks on my door, and like, here's prime rib.
Here you go.
I'm like, thank you, because I'm thinking about what I'm about to cook.
Yeah.
You know, I got 50 things rolling through my head. Every time I open my fridge, there's 50 things rolling through my head. Like, I can make this, I can make this, I can make this. And then I just get prime rib shoved in my face, and he's like, my neighbor Randy and Justin. He's like, Randy made this prime rib. I'm like, oh, cool. He's like, but I gotta get back. His family's there. I'm like, all right, thanks. So I got 3, I don't know, probably 10-ounce pieces of prime rib. Yeah. I'm like, well, I guess I'm eating prime rib.
Hell yeah, dude.
But the only thing I did was like, I'm gonna make a little horsey sauce real quick. So I got in the fridge, sour cream, Worcestershire.
Yep.
Do horseradish, obviously. Little squeeze of lemon. Boom.
Yeah.
Whip up my horsey sauce. Started slicing in, and it was banging.
Fuck yeah, dude.
It was banging. And then a few days later, she'd made too much prime rib. So they invited us back over to have sandwiches. So we came back over. I got to eat it twice.
There you go.
Which was reheat. So, but it was still good.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I know I just went on a tangent there, but
yeah,
those fish sandwiches, I'm telling you.
Fish sandwiches are good, dude.
Yeah, I'm telling you. In an air fryer, you throw some fish sticks in or fish fillets in.
Yeah.
Make sure they're good ones.
Yeah.
Gordon makes good ones.
Yeah.
I found. Like, I've cut into those and been like, oh, that's like a lot of meat in there.
Yeah.
Like,
there's a place in my heart though too for the cheap ones, you know.
Oh yeah.
Some good cheap and that's I feel like fish sticks are a very underrated meal option.
Oh, 100%.
Like, they're so good. Even as a kid, like, just drown them in ketchup's fucking dope. Obviously, as an adult now, I won't. I'll go more for the tartar sauce, but I'd probably still, as an adult, just to bring back that little childhood memory. Like, I'll dip a couple in the ketchup there, fucking,
and normally
take a trip back.
Normally, I make my own tartar sauce, but my wife had bought this tartar sauce. I don't remember when she bought it. It could have been a long time ago. I have no idea.
Yeah.
But somebody brought this tartar sauce. I forget. But we had it in the fridge, and I'm like, oh, beautiful, got tartar sauce. And I tried it. I'm like, why is this so good?
Yeah.
And I'm like, maybe I just love tartar sauce. And I'm like, now I'm going to put tartar sauce on some more stuff. I mean, it's just mayonnaise and relish.
Right. Yeah, you get
lemon juice and some other stuff. But
yeah.
like, if you get a good tartar sauce. But,
yeah,
you know, the lemon caper tartar sauce
that shit was banging.
We had at the restaurant was amazing.
Probably the best tartar sauce I've ever had in my life.
Yeah, that's
in my life. I need to make some more of that too, because I haven't had it in a long time.
I've done it for like a mini fish fry at the house, or I'll be like, I'll make tartar sauce.
Yeah,
don't worry about it. And that stuff is, yeah.
Speaking of good sauces, not to change the subject too far here, but
let's roll it out.
Why can't you find a good store-bought Caesar dressing? Like, why does everybody fuck it up whenever they got to bottle it and put it on a shelf?
I don't know what they're going for.
You know, like, I need to talk to you because you work for a food service provider, and I know there are products out there. You don't have to make your own Caesar dressing for it to be good. I know there are products out there that taste really, really good.
Oh yeah,
they taste like the fresh made shit that you get in restaurants. It's really good, but I cannot find any fucking Caesar dressing anywhere on a store shelf that tastes remotely close to as good as anything you get in a restaurant, and I hate it because I fucking love Caesar dressing. I would say
because sustainability.
Yeah, probably preservatives and shit like that, but still,
because that's a really hard one because you got to think there's.
I've even gone to the refrigerator section because they'll put some dressings in a refrigerator section that are they have less of the preservatives and shit in it. They're made fresher. They don't last as long, and even those they can't compare.
Well, you know what a true Caesar dressing is.
Yeah.
Tell the folks real quick because it's
egg yolk, anchovies, garlic. You mush all that around in a bowl. I do believe the lemon juice. There's not really a lot of vinegar in it. There's lemon juice is going to be your acidity, and then you stream in olive oil slowly to emulsify that into your base ingredients there. So a lot of places do like a heavy black pepper crack in there, you know, but there's different variations, but those are your main ingredients there.
I think the main thing is because sardines are preserved already, right?
Yeah, anchovies.
So or anchovies. So it could be either one. I've seen it both ways.
Yeah.
But normally anchovies.
Right.
They're preserved already, so you think there shouldn't be a problem with it. But I think obviously the separation would happen, right? Like that. But yeah, nobody makes one that's close to like a natural.
Nowhere comparable.
Ever. Now, in my line of business, we do by the gallons.
Yeah.
Needs refrigerated.
Right.
So I think that maybe that just scares people away. I don't know. But you got a lot of counteractors there too, because you go to high. But see, there's a lot of dressings that are like that too.
And I'm kind of wondering too if maybe more of the stuff they put on the shelf is marketed towards people that aren't heavy into that anchovy flavor.
Oh, 100%.
And a good Caesar has a good heavy-handed anchovy 100%. In there for sure. But I just can't find nothing even like close. Like it's just all it's lacking, and it's not as creamy. It's not as anchovy, which I could deal with that if it still was like, because I feel like most of them are missing that kind of creaminess, that thick. They're not as thick. But that was a bone I wanted to pick about fucking Caesar dressing. I just buy a gallon off of you.
Yeah, I mean, I'll say 4 gallons.
Yeah. You can break a case, right? You can break a case.
Not on my good one.
Oh,
not on the top end. I'm talking high end.
Well, you talk to whoever close enough by that buys that product from you and tell them I'm coming by and buying a gallon.
I'm gonna mark it up.
Yeah.
No, just kidding.
Fuck it, yeah. Tell them like whatever it costs for a side. Give me like 4 or 5 sides of it. You know.
I have nobody, but anyways, it's just one of those things, and you see that with a lot of different dressings.
Yeah.
People go to places, they're like, they have the best ranch ever.
Yeah.
They have the best, and it's because they actually, they either buy a better dressing.
Right.
Because there are better ones than or they make it themselves.
Yeah.
And that's a big difference. And a lot of people are just like very incoherent to that, but it does work.
Right.
Like, and especially for like a wings place. I never understood wing places that had like shitty ranch and shitty blue cheese. Like they have that blue cheese that doesn't have a chunk in it at all.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, this kind of tastes. It's like you're gonna lose. You would get more business if you had a chunky blue cheese.
Yeah.
And it's super creamy, like
good ranch,
homemade ranch.
Yeah.
Or buy a good ranch.
Right.
Like, buy a good ranch.
Right.
And I'm not talking Marzetti because everybody else is like Marzetti. Get that shit out of here.
Yeah.
It's not that great.
Go above the HVR.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Marzetti's okay, but you can make a better ranch yourself.
Yeah, even the old HVR, Hidden Valley Ranch, is still good, but there's better out there.
Yeah.
But
still, you add a little bit to this.
Mm-hmm.
Figure it out.
Figure it the fuck out, man.
Figure it out.
Maybe, hey, ADGT, Caesar dressing, coming to a store near you.
Coming to you. We'll take over Beeler's.
Yeah.
We'll just make dressings for Beeler's.
Yeah.
Just buy us a little thing and we'll just make dressings all day.
Hell yeah, man.
Easy peasy.
Dressings are so easy to make, and it's so they're not that they're easy to make. They're a little more time. It's just easier. It's way easier to buy them. It's like there's some top notch restaurants I know in this area that I know for a fact don't even make their own dressings.
Oh no, most of them don't.
Because it's just easier to buy it.
Most of them don't.
But fucking make that shit. It's not that hard.
No, it's not.
It's not that hard.
Most of them will buy their dressings. They will buy their sauces. They will buy all of their shit.
Yeah.
Because, now labor is hard. And
I
understand that. But even before that, they didn't care. They still,
right.
If labor was good, they would still just be like, oh, no, it tastes great. Everybody loves it. Yeah, well, no, they order it. But if you were making your own shit, they would order a lot more of it, and you would get a lot more like, oh my God, this is the best thing ever.
Because they're not wrong. There's great products out there for them to use. But if you put that store-bought one next to the homemade one that you perfected that recipe for, they're going to pick that homemade one.
Yeah.
As long as you're doing it right. Unless you just fucking suck, then that's on you. You suck.
Yeah. I mean, I'd say 9 times out of 10 people will pick the one that you make that tastes better. But, you're going to have, or maybe let's say 8 times out of 10. You still get probably 80%. That'd be like, there's going to be 20% of people that are just, they don't have taste buds anyways. Right. So it doesn't matter. Or maybe, there's going to be like, I don't know, this shitty, but
Yeah.
you don't care about those customers anyways.
Right. They're the ones that bitch because the side salad's too small, you know?
Yeah.
Fuck them people anyhow.
Yeah. Can I get another side of ranch? It's already coated in ranch.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm gonna need an extra side.
I need an extra side. And can we split this salad and make it bigger?
Yeah, and then
No,
I'm
buy
gonna
2
need a side of
salads.
ranch with my fries.
Yeah.
Oh, can I get some ranch on my burger? And it's like, you just want me to bring a cup of ranch out to you, dude? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. That was just my little beef with dressings, I guess.
Yeah.
You got anything else to move on to?
No, I don't think I do.
I don't think I mean, I feel like we've got so much to talk about because we missed last week and there's been a lot going on, but I think we covered the bases of everything that I really wanted to hit.
Yeah, there's been a lot going on, but not a lot going on.
Yeah.
That makes sense because, you get in the holidays and you're locked in and it's like been shopping, doing everything. And, you kind of, I've dealt with sickness for the weeks before that, and coming into everything. And everybody's been just kind of, everybody's exhausted, I think, right now at this point.
Mm-hmm. That holiday burnout.
Yeah. I'm going to have fun tomorrow
Oh, yeah, for sure.
on New Year's Eve.
I'll be out there. We'll be having a
Yeah,
damn
you
good
coming
time
over?
together.
We got a few people coming over to my house. Well, actually, mainly at my neighbor's house. He just built the addition on. We're going to party in his garage.
That's cool.
It's all heated, so it'll be fun.
He didn't like football. Is he cool with watching football?
Oh, yeah. I'm bringing my TV over, but that's fine.
He's going to have to be cool.
He's like, well, I could probably get it on my TV. I'm like, no, I'll just bring mine. It's fine.
You need to make sure.
He set up a dartboard.
Okay, cool.
He's already washed down his garage. He's
Yeah.
like, he's ready. He's super excited for everybody to come over. So
Nice.
It'll be fun. So, it should be a good New Year's Eve party. We have the kids. I could have got rid of the kids
Yeah.
tonight. My wife was going to take them and drive them halfway to meet my mother-in-law. And I said no, because I would have to go in another 2 weeks without them. And I did that once before.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't think I can handle that again.
Right.
As much as like,
Yeah,
I would love a week off.
Yeah, but and not whenever. Sometimes it's just easier. Like it's more of a pain to get rid of them for the weekend than it is to just hang out. Have them there.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't have to do anything.
Yeah.
Steph's gonna drive them halfway. I would have just been here doing this. Went home. She probably wouldn't have been home till like midnight or whatever. But just being without him for 2 weeks. Like last time I was without him for 2 weeks, they were walking, but they weren't. And then 2 weeks later, they came back and they were like running.
And they're all grown up and shit.
And it's like 2 weeks without your small children is a lot of time. And they figure things out very quick.
Right.
So, yeah.
I do want to introduce one of the newest members here. We talked about it last podcast.
Oh, yeah. Bring that thing up here. Bring that puppy up here.
We got the puppy on the podcast. Yeah. This is Barley. She's a golden retriever. She's adorable. Say something to the folks at home. No, you can't say anything because you're a dog. Yes.
You hear those licks through the mic.
You.
Steve got himself a new puppy. If you're just listening in, how old now?
I think she was 10 weeks when we bought her. So 12, 13 weeks going on now.
12, 13 weeks. It's
She's adorable. Adorable. She's a cuddle bug too.
pure lab?
Pure golden retriever.
Golden retriever, sorry.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Pure golden retriever. Got the papers and everything.
Yeah.
She's a paper puppy.
Ditching the family.
Yeah. And it's weird because we've always had male dogs before. Well, we had one female dog, Abby, that lab. She was a fucking sweetheart. Yeah. And this one, like, there's a difference I feel sometimes with female dogs versus males. Like, she's real chill, loves the cuddle. So, like, that's super awesome. You always love that in a dog. It's like, hey, man, you're just cool. You know, she's still a puppy, so she'll still try to bite your face off every once in a while. But they're just little puppy teeth. They ain't going to do no hurt.
No, that's just, they're coming around trying to figure life out right now.
Yep.
You got to teach them, just got to teach them.
You got to teach her the ways.
You're
Boom,
hiding
boom.
your face from the people.
Check out the video. If we can, picture will go up somewhere.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do a little TikTok with it or whatever too. But,
Yeah.
boom, boom, boom. Anyways,
Yeah, man.
Steve, I'm just asking you a question.
What's up?
Did you have yourself a damn good time?
You know what? I did have myself a damn good time. Hey, Cody, did you have yourself a damn good time?
Absolutely not. This was terrible.
The worst.
No, I had a damn good time. Barley, did you have yourself a damn good time? Give me some dog love. Oh, all right. There we go.
All right. Well, we hope you guys had a damn good time. Please click like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And we will see you next year. Love you guys.
Well,
Love
this
you
will probably
guys.
play next year.
Huh? This will be playing next year, yeah.
Hey, to next year.
Till next year.
All right. Love you guys. We'll see you.
Love you, bud. Bye.
High fives.